next topic, because I know y'all want to hear about what the foremans had to say, not only about deliberations, but what needs to happen now that this trial is over. He's calling on the FBI to get involved, as he should, because you guys have said this before. Who's going to stop this? Who's going to fix what happened throughout this entire trial? I know you guys are talking about Sandra Birchmore. FBI's involved in that one too. Might as well go ahead and do a clean sweep of Canton. Anyway, the Karen Reed jury foreman appeals to the FBI to reopen the murder investigation. What went down, or what went on in that house in Canton? He wants to know. I think those are great questions by the foreman. The Karen Reed jury foreman, juror number 1, wants the FBI to reopen their probe. Let's talk about it. The jury foreman in the Karen Reed trial is calling on the FBI to rip open the case and start from scratch. I agree. There are so many holes that need to be filled. Okay, all right, relax. Juror number 1 told the Herald Tuesday afternoon, now that the FBI knows Karen Reed is not a suspect, something happened, and multiple jurors feel that way. Juror number 1, who spoke to the Herald exclusively, sorry, I lost my place, Friday, is now urging the FBI to get justice for John O'Keefe. It has already been announced that federal investigators did look into the web of Canton and Boston police connections to the case and did not charge anyone. Maybe that's forthcoming. We'll have to wait and see. But the foreman, who asked that his name be withheld, said that's not good enough. No one local should be involved in the investigation, he said Tuesday. It was lazy police work. Dang! And we should start some type of investigation on what went on in that house. Oh, this man, he is not letting go. Shout out to the foreman. He said the FBI's Boston declined comment on the juror's appeal for a new probe. Well, they need to follow through with this. As the foreman already said, the unforgivable fact that the investigators didn't swarm the house at the murder scene on 34 Fairview Road in Canton during the nor'easter is a glaring red flag in this murder case. Prosecutors accused Reed, 45, of backing up into John O'Keefe, her 46-year-old boyfriend of 2 years, with her SUV, leaving him to freeze and die on the front yard of the Canton home where the pair was supposed to continue the night out after the bars were closed, an early snowing morning of January 29, 2022. All right, shout out to the foreman. Absolutely amazing. They say the juror, a 45-year-old married father of 3, grew up in Boston, says he is haunted by the belief that something went on inside the house. He doesn't want to give up after more than 2 months put into this trial. Shout out to the folks out here doing the right thing. That is absolutely amazing. He said, we need to find justice for John, and his mother needs to get some peace. Wow. This foreman is absolutely amazing. I hope the FBI looks into this. Maybe once things finalize with Sandra Birchmore, we'll start to see more movement there. But it's clear that he's correct. No one who is local should be involved in this. We've got so much denial. To hear Yuri say that the investigation was handled with honor and integrity. How is that possible? You see Hank Brennan saying that the jury, they got it wrong. They were pressured from outside forces. They were pressured from Karen's camp. We've got a trooper who was let go. We've got retired police officers who were telling different stories. Things aren't making sense. You've got Lieutenant Gallagher, who didn't check for the ring camera across the street. There is too much here that needs to be explained. Hopefully the FBI gets involved in this. And I agree with the forum. We need to see something else take place. Now, moving on to a different topic. I didn't want to talk about this, but guys, this is so sad. Because there are real victims in this entire trial. Obviously, John O'Keefe, he was a victim of whatever happened inside the house, as the foreman said. We have Karen Reed, who was a victim of this legal system, or this judicial system, because I don't think it's I don't think it's earned the right to be called the justice system, the judicial system. And then we have John O'Keefe's family. And whatever part Peggy had to play in it with scheming with Carrie and Jen before they talked to the FBI and before they talked to the police, whatever part John Sr. may have here, they still lost another one of their kids. And we have, I don't know if you guys heard about this story, some lady going out in front of their house and seemingly mocking the O'Keefe family after Karen Reed got a not guilty verdict. Check this out.
We told you how Karen Reed supporters were over the moon when she was acquitted of murdering her cop boyfriend. But has this supporter gone too far? The family of Reed's late boyfriend claims she did a happy dance outside their home just to taunt them.
This woman is dancing in the streets. So what she's celebrating? Karen Reed's acquittal, according to the family of Reed's late boyfriend, John O'Keefe. Yep, the Boston police officer's family says this woman did a little jig in front of O'Keefe's parents' home, taunting them after Reed was found.
Disgusting. You can see the justice for John O'Keefe here. That's so sad, man.
A little jig in front of O'Keefe's parents' home, taunting them after Reed was found not guilty of second-degree murder. Karen Reed supporters are literally dancing on his grave, says the family friend who gave Inside Edition the video. This behavior towards a murder victim's family is unconscionable. Karen Reed compounds the pain by refusing to tell her supporters to leave the victim's family alone. Several witnesses from the trial who testified against Reed tell GMA they are being harassed by some of her supporters.
What has happened to all of us, it's just heartbreaking.
What they've done is they've dehumanized us.
Now the special prosecutor in the case is lashing out in a statement today. The harassment of these innocent victims and family members is deplorable. And for John O'Keefe's family, that includes taunts like this.
That's so sad. And allegedly they found the lady who did this. I'm not going to say what her alleged name is, but guys, this is just not, there's nothing that's okay about this. I feel like I have to say it just because I'm on the internet and I don't want to get anything targeted at me. I think everyone in this community is a smart, educated, mature adult, and some things just go without saying. But to see this being done by a grown person is absolutely sad and disgusting and low class. I agree with what y'all are saying. So there's a little bit more to what's going on here. Of course, shout out to TMZ for this. They said Karen Reed supporter harassed the O'Keefe family. Woman busts a move outside the home. I don't want to say supporters because this is just one woman acting this way. John O'Keefe's family says they've continued to be harassed by Karen Reed supporters ever since her acquittal last week on second-degree murder and manslaughter while under the influence. Sources close to the O'Keefe family tell TMZ Reed supporters have been driving by the family's home in Canton, where John's parents and his niece and nephew, he was raising, still live, snapping photos, leaving things at the door. And in one case, even busting out a celebratory dance, as we saw that clown, I don't even know what to call it, that clown do. As you can see, the woman was caught on security footage dancing in the street right outside the O'Keefe's home early Monday morning. Bold move, to say the least. The family just wants to be left alone. But since everyone knows where they live, it's been nonstop. People are showing up, dropping stuff at their door, and making a tough situation even worse. We're told the family's been calling the cops, but folks ignoring the no trespassing signs are usually long gone by the time police show up. We're told a neighbor of the O'Keefes filed a police report today regarding the dancing woman. We reached out to the Canton PD to confirm, but so far, no word back. And as you know, Karen Reed was acquitted Wednesday on all major charges, second-degree murder, manslaughter, while under the influence and leaving the scene of an accident causing injury or death. She was found only guilty of a misdemeanor DUI, and now she's on probation for a year. Sad things to see the O'Keefe family having to deal with this. I know Karen Reed, she's been under the microscope as well. We saw a video of people taking video of her taking out her garbage. So this is going to be a part of it. And honestly, things have never been this way. Guys, let's just be empathetic here. A man is dead. And I don't know if we'll know why. Karen Reed lost somebody she was in a relationship and loved and cared about. His family, his mother, his father, and those two kids, they lost another parent. They lost 3 parents, essentially. Can y'all think about that for a second? Dang, 3 parents these kids lost. So sad to see. Leave them alone. Let them be. I feel like that needed to be said. Unfortunately, we live in a world where there's a lot of nasty people out here. So let me know what y'all think about this. I want to hear what you guys think about the foreman also calling for the FBI. Will the FBI get involved? Let me know in the comments and in the chat what y'all think about that.